Hey everyone, this is Jeanette, also known as Star Empess 222, Tarot and Spiritual Guide. Thanks for joining me. I know it's been a while since I've done a reading. Kind of seems to be what I say every time. Because, like when you're going through the dark night of the soul or spiritual awakening, it never really seems to end. The universe just slaps on more and more for you, saying, oh, you grew in that way, so we're going to slap this on you now. That's certainly the way it feels. So anyway, we're going to do a divine masculine and divine feminine twin flame reading. Okay. Today's 8/8 portal. And for most of the day, I've just you may have realized energies have been pretty heavy lately because of the Taurus, Uranus, something conjunction. Okay. I just seen 111. So we're dealing with energies that we haven't exactly dealt with before. So we're learning how to navigate this as it's coming up. If you're unsure how to navigate through it, the best thing you can do is meditate, breathe, be still, try not to do too much when you feel the energy is heavy, but also don't be stagnant on your healing. So by the time that this reaches you, things should be a little less dense. But we still will continue to have some intense energies over the next week because of light codes that we're downloading for higher consciousness, and we're purging things out like old patterns, behaviors, things that we've adopted through life that, coping mechanisms, power struggles, different things that are just not real healthy for us or, are surfacing. Okay. That's why you see a lot of breakups right now, and maybe a lot of separations right now because we're all kind of going through it, and we're needing this time to go within and really find out what it is that we want. The things that have triggered us have been brought to our attention, ways that were not working for us, whether you were in a relationship or not, or whether, it was a job that you're leaving. It doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. It can be relationships in any kind of manner, but and how you deal with people on a daily basis, how they deal with you, what truth are you keeping? What are they keeping? There's a lot of distorted ego that's surfacing to be looked at, to be reflected upon, so that the light codes are going to help us to distinguish what's beneficial for us to carry forward and what we need to diminish, what we need to wipe out, and basically look at it and heal it and figure out a better solution, a better way of being, because maybe some things were hidden and it was kind of deteriorating relationships or yourself. So you may need to look at how you're treating other people. And they need to look at how they're treating you. Basically, we're all learning lessons. Yay. So let's go ahead and we're going to use the Twin Flame Journey Tarot. It's actually taken a lot for me to get on here and do this. I just felt guided to do so. My twin flame and I are in separation at the moment. Because some things that we couldn't communicate effectively without a power struggle. Without, basically it became one-sided, and you don't want it to get like that, because that's not fair to the other person that's giving their all. And also, you know, if you have like trust issues to work through, but the other person isn't very reassuring, and they don't try to make things any better, then you just keep going in circles, right? Like when you talk about something and the action is not taking place, then you just keep going in circles, and then it becomes toxic. So the universe has showed us, the divine has showed us that we needed to break away from each other to heal all the things that surfaced. And, you know, learn the ways in which we were wrong. I'm not saying, you know, that I didn't do anything wrong. We both did. But there's also things that stem off of one person doing wrong, makes the other person feel insecure. So we both have things that we need to learn in regard to your relationship, and how to keep it strong. But first, when the divine feminine and masculine are separated, it's because obviously you've triggered each other, or one of you has triggered the other to run because of some type of toxic pattern or something that doesn't seem to be able to be worked through. So we've decided, you know, before we were born, supposedly, that, you know, so the feminine would take that as rejection or abandonment, that the masculine is running, because that's usually the way it is. But the masculine is actually not ready, and neither is the feminine. The feminine may have given a little too much and expected the same in return. And the feminine's happiness started revolving around the masculine. You know, I feel like both counterparts need to find happiness within themselves first and heal certain tendencies within themselves, coping mechanisms, toxic traits, and be happy with themselves before they can give to the other fully, you know. So as painful as it is for me, to say that and to let go. I don't really have a choice. And I'm sure that a lot of you can relate. That we signed up to do this for our own soul growth, to find the love that's inside of us, and to know that we'll be okay with or without them. Yes, most of us want our dreams to happen, to come true with our divine masculine, with our divine counterpart. And I honestly believe that it'll happen when we get there, and we'll know. We'll just know. It'll be divine timing. All right, so I'm 10 minutes, 11 minutes into this. Let's go ahead and get some cards for divine masculine right now. Collectively, where's the divine masculine at? Collectively, in regards to their divine feminine. Or what are they doing right now? What's going on with them? What's going on with the divine masculine? I'll get some clarifiers if I need to. What's going on with the divine masculine collectively? I'm not going to read reversals unless I'm really being called to. So we've got King of Wands, visionary leader. Okay. So this could be a married man who has a mistress, which could be you. This could also, it doesn't have to be that. It could also be that this masculine goes after whatever they want. They don't stop until they get it. So this is a masculine that takes action. I had to get the wings. I was going to use the card holders here that Rachel made me. Where's the divine masculine at in regards to this connection with divine feminine collectively? Where's the divine masculine at? Okay. So I feel like this divine masculine was going towards, what they thought would make them happy. Or right now they are working on growth. They're being enlightened by spirit. So this masculine is going after, what makes them happy. But I feel like they're being illuminated. Okay, they are getting enlightenment. They're growing here, and it's through things that are surfacing here. This could be betrayal, okay, deception and strategy here. Masculine could be on their own, observing from a distance. Maybe they don't feel like trusting anyone right now, and it could be because they're afraid to face the music of what they did. Okay, they're being dishonest. They could be coming and going as they please. Okay, being caught out. And this is becoming a heavy burden for them. Or maybe it was becoming a heavy burden for them, and so it surfaced. I feel like there's going to be growth from this, okay, happening from this dishonesty, or from this masculine facing the music, facing what happened. It's possible that this masculine could be very cynical towards others. It could be that they have snuck off, or that they avoid responsibility. With this Ten of Wands there, heavy burdens, this could be lack of communication. Okay. That might be how you're able to tell that they're dishonest. That might cause trust issues there. This masculine could be feeling under pressure, a lot of emotional strain. It could have been, something that happened before the trust issue, before the dishonesty, before this masculine may have ventured off. And then it may have climbed, okay? Because of certain events that may have happened. They could be feeling solely responsible for this relationship outcome. They could be feeling very alone right now. I feel like they want to apologize here with the message of love. I think they want to talk about what happened. But right now they're not communicating. You could be getting a message soon. But for now, this masculine is acting like they want to escape the reality of this connection, of the reality of what happened. What else for the masculine? What else wants to come up for the masculine towards the feminine collectively? It's like they don't really want to see what they did wrong. World cycle completion. Okay, yeah. So a cycle is being completed right now with this 8-8 portal. There may be silence now between you. The Page of Cups is also loving and sweet. Okay, possibly seeing something with new eyes. So this could be a heavy burden for them, and they could end up sending you like a romantic message. Obviously, don't cave in right away. Take it, with a grain of salt. Depending on what happened between you. Make sure you have healthy boundaries in place. Be willing to discuss what's right and not argue. Don't argue about who is right. Discuss what is right. Okay. So I feel like this is the masculine seeing the situation from new eyes. Okay. They are a gentle spirit at heart. This masculine may want to renew the relationship through kind words and gestures because they want to put the heavy burdens of what happens between you behind them, and they want to move forward. So there could be a renewal here, or talk of renewal. They could be daydreaming a lot about you, feminine. So this can be successful completion here with the World card. Okay. Maybe your divine counterpart is in another part of the world, or, you know, different part of the country. This could represent travel, maybe talk of travel, a message to want to see each other, possibly. This also talks about your connection, staying equally strong in both sickness and in health. You could be talking, they could want to talk about, you know, boundaries, honor, commitment. Okay. So this may bring you closer together to create your happiness. This setback that happened, or something painful that happened between you that may have been deceptive, or a certain cycle that you were stuck in, and until you actually separated, neither one of you was able to think clearly until you had time, until you were pushed over the edge, and then you had time to reflect on that. Unfortunately, a lot of times that's how we grow, when we're pushed out of our comfort zone into something that's very impactful, that usually is something that doesn't always feel good. I feel like this masculine feels like they have a very strong bond with the feminine, that they can make it through anything together. Alright, so let's go ahead and get some cards for the feminine. For the divine feminine, how is the divine feminine feeling, or what is the divine feminine, how is the divine feminine feeling or coping towards the connection with the divine masculine during this time? Archangels. Nine of Pentacles, independence. This has been coming out a lot lately for me. Okay, so the feminine has her back turned. It doesn't have to be her. Back turned away from the masculine currently, because of, you know, the falling out that had happened between them, and they can take care of themselves. They're just kind of working on their own dreams and goals, and, you know, moving forward, kind of, you know, hoping that the masculine will figure it out, or that they're able to work things out, but the feminine is very capable of doing it on their own. What else is going on with the divine feminine collectively? Okay. Yeah, so they're hoping for, you know, a new spark, a relationship renewal, a reconnection, or connecting with the masculine, or a creative spark. Maybe they're being creative, they're going in the direction of their creation, they're creating things. They could be working on their creative practices, spiritual practices, working on their inner healing. What else wants to come out for divine feminine currently, collectively? What's going on with divine feminine? King of Cups. And we got the Devil there, okay? What else wants to come out for divine feminine? I feel like they might be obsessed with their divine masculine. So this is kind of something that they got to work through. This could also be that they're hoping for a new beginning with their divine masculine, but they want the masculine to be all in. To let go of their toxic tendencies. For the masculine to let go of their toxic tendencies. The feminine may also need to find balance within themselves. Yeah, transition, okay. So they're hoping to have a new beginning with their divine masculine, and that their masculine will be emotionally vulnerable with them, but also strong within themselves, and that they will transform out of, you know, the distrusting position that they had put themselves in, and this connection. So I feel like there's transition taking place here, and because the masculine has hurt the feminine deeply, this is also causing transformation in the divine feminine. You could be seeing 13 a lot, or numbers that add to 13. So let's come up for divine feminine currently towards masculine collectively. Oh, perfect. Okay, so we've got the sun for both masculine and feminine. They both are being illuminated. Okay, and going through a transformation, having growth here. Spirit is illuminating them both. And Six of Swords, tranquility ahead. Okay, so there is tranquility ahead. There will be happiness here, and I feel like that could be, you know, union together, okay, or finding their happiness. Each of them may need to find happiness within themselves first and overcome or reflect, you know, on certain ways that that we're not working within the connection, and learning how they can make that better. But there's Six of Swords ahead there. Okay, leaving something behind. Also, the feminine may feel like, because the masculine is not in it right now, they need to find their own happiness and growth. Okay, and but there is tranquil waters ahead. Okay, it's something that your spirit signed up for. You know, some people believe that you may not be with your divine counterpart in this lifetime, that it may change throughout different lifetimes. I, however, feel like if you've met your divine counterpart in this lifetime, and you know for sure, or you feel it very deeply due to signs or dreams or something, you know, something you share, I feel like you're meant to be in this lifetime in union. You just, you know, twin flame connections are not easy, and there is a lot of coming and going until you can break free from the ego, the wounded ego, and find a way to work together and stay, you know, no matter how difficult it is. You're here to raise Earth's vibration to unconditional love, and when you can stick around for each other, but also not be toxic towards each other, and have equal give and take, but you know, respect each other, then the sun can shine. You know, then there can be happiness here. Sometimes we have to do that on our own for a little bit. The toxic cycles put us on, you know, our soul path, to further our spiritual awakening, to further our growth, and illuminate things for us that were dark. Illuminate us where it was dark. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and let's get some energies of your connection. We'll get 4 energies of your connection for the collective twin flames. Energies of your connection. It's the energies of your connection. Taking chances. You know, some of you may be taking chances with or without your twin flame to see where it leads you, if it leads you back to your twin flame or not. Which is kind of, you know, difficult to deal with sometimes for some of us. But that's also a fear that some of us need to let go of, I guess. The spiritual world knows of no time, even though your biological clock might be ticking, feminine, or sometimes the masculine is the baby carrier. So your connection is beautiful, okay? And you might see signs that make it feel beautiful. What other energies of your connection? Other energies of this connection. Nice. Okay. So this strawberry picking keeps coming out. Where is it strawberry season at? This one keeps coming out, I've noticed. It's definitely not strawberry picking time here where I'm at in Michigan, I don't think. Because mine didn't grow any. Second chances. Okay, so some of you will be really happy to see that. Okay. Let's get from the Shamanic Heart Oracle some guidance from the Shamanic Heart Oracle. Wow, I don't think I've been able to do that with this deck. My hands must be getting stronger. It's a pretty thick deck. Okay, spoke too soon. Some guidance for the twin flames, please. Guidance for our twin flames. For the twin flame collective, some guidance, please. Archangels. What guidance do you have for our twin flames currently? Thank you. Afterlife. A loved one is contacting you in waking life through signs. You're not alone. Maybe put them down there. What other guidance do you have for us during this time, archangels? Destruction. A sudden change is coming that will completely change your reality. Chaos, wake-up call, endings, revelation. Yeah, see, so this is like the Tower card in the tarot. Lots of things that are not beneficial for us are falling away. Okay, to put us on our path that we're supposed to be on. The spirit dance. Life is a dance between making it happen and letting it happen. Movement, guiding spirit, flexibility. So this is basically letting go and letting the divine lead the way, okay? What else? What other guidance do we have? Archangels. Differences. You can learn from people who are different from you. Cultural, age, conflict, opposites attract. So you and your twin flame, you could be opposite, okay, in some way. Obviously, there's like dualities. Like you could be very similar in some ways and very different in some other ways. So it's like learning to dance with each other. For twin flames, for us twin flames. The staff, take stock of the situation before making a decision. Stand firm, spiritual power, wait. So I feel like obviously the time to move forward with this connection isn't until it feels safe to do so. Okay, until there's some healing that's been taking place, and feminine, stand strong in your healthy boundaries. Obviously the masculine needs to do so as well. What else? I feel like there needs to be communication, effective communication, calmly between two counterparts before moving forward together. One more guidance card, please. Okay, more than one. Love, true love will find you and it will awaken your soul. Romance, loving what you do. Soulmates. Okay, so some of you could be, you could find a soulmate. This could also be a twin flame. Okay. And it's important to love what you do. And I feel like us light workers, we're here to rise up out of the standards that are set on us. You know, the programming, societal programming to be a certain way, to be just work, pay our bills, whatever. But I feel like it's important to love what you do, and us light workers are here to help others, and we're here to break out of the norm, to raise consciousness for others. And so some of you may decide that this is not for you. Okay, this could also just be a closing of the cyclic, toxic chapter that was in your life. Some masculines or feminines might be in their ego and say, sayonara. In that case, there's more that needs to be worked on within yourselves. Self-reflection, steer your thoughts, emotions, behaviors in a healthy direction. Solitude, soul-searching, wisdom. I feel like that's really what's needed at this time as you're in separation. Self-reflect. You're not always right. Neither is the other person. So it's a good time to spend time with yourself in nature. Pay attention to the wisdom that is that's showing up for you through signs or through communication with other soul tribe members, or even through your own thought process, different downloads that you get, or talking with spirit. If you need guidance, call upon the archangels and ask them for guidance. Like, I really need your help with this. Be a little more specific, but because they really can't intervene without your permission. Boredom, gain happiness by learning how to want things you already have. Okay. So you might not be happy. You might feel discontent with routine, and you want to break out of it. But I feel like this is more so saying to be thankful for what you already have, because then that brings more to be thankful for into your life. Oh, excuse me. I'm trying to think if there's any other thing I want here. Let's get some signs. Some signs. Signs for the twin flames. Archangels. Signs for us twin flames. Signs of reunion. Tidal wave disturbance. So there's a disturbance that's going to be created first. Okay, that's probably something you're already going through or went through just recently. That causes things to surface that are not working for us. Red, passion, anger, courage, strength. Okay, and this is showing us what we're passionate about. This is showing us where our anger is that we need to work on, where our passion is, where our strength is, where we need to be stronger. What other signs are coming out for the twin flames? Satisfaction, grapes. Okay. That kind of reminds me of the Two of Cups. So you could end up, resolving this and having dinner together. A good conversation over dinner. Yeah, we got gathering there. Okay. Flame, eternity. This is your eternal flame. Promise, diamond. Okay, so some of you could be getting engaged. That could also be the soul contract, promise there. We're going to use my friend Shannah's deck here, The Secrets I Keep. This is going to be for masculine or feminine, to get how it resonates for you. Messages from our divine counterpart. Messages from our divine counterpart. Sweetheart, I'm ready to come home. Lay the light on for me so I can find my way. Well, someone's masculine is ready to come home to their feminine. What other message wants to come out from the divine masculine to feminine? I send you memories during the day, my favorite ones. I want you to daydream about me. Please be patient with me. I'm trying to figure things out. And this could be in a karmic situation, or it could just be, within themselves. Alright, you guys, so I'm going to leave it there. Don't forget to take care of yourself, protect your own energy, and be a light for others. Sending you lots of love and lights. Till next time, my friends. Namaste.